Hi, I'm the Recruiting Maven and welcome back to my channel. So today's topic of conversation is New Year's resolutions. Now, don't be frightened. I know I am when I hear other people say that, especially in January, because that absolutely does not work for me. And over the years, I have opted to start July resolutions because the pressure is off and I can actually deal with that much better and have much more success. Now, that's just me. Everyone's different. So what I wanted to offer up, though, is a different take on New Year's resolutions because we're always trying to improve ourselves, right? And I think that's the theme of the resolutions, right? However, we often don't think about, we're always thinking about how we can lose weight or gain weight or, whatever it is that we're trying to achieve, read more, that kind of thing. And, in terms of your career, what I wanted to suggest is something a little bit different. And it revolves around emotional intelligence. And by that I mean is, oftentimes in the workplace we do spend 40 plus hours sometimes working, and we don't often choose the people that we're hanging out with or working with, or hanging out and working with, because sometimes we do have to travel with them, and that can be a very daunting situation, to be putting up with certain types of personalities that do not resonate with who we are at our core. And, oftentimes we, as people, we're raised to be nice and be kind and be thoughtful and be generous and all these things, and that's great. And then there's times where you really need to draw a line in the sand and be a little bit emotional intelligent in handling the situation and cutting those people off. They will suck you dry, a lot of these, and I'm talking about not just the people who are always chit-chatting. I'm talking about the extreme people, right? And so I wanted to dive in and talk to you about these people because I have had many runs in with all these 5 different personalities that we're going to talk about real quick. But I would want you to consider that part of your New Year's resolution would be to really just get rid of these people. And I know it sounds maybe a little harsh, but I think in the end it'll make you a happier person. I think it'll give you some of that more inner peace that you're probably looking for. I know I am. That's just something I can never have enough of. And so here's my offering. When you take a look at the people around you at work, and again, I'm not talking about the people who are just chit-chatting, just hanging out and having fun, and maybe they do waste your time a little bit here and there, but I'm talking about the people who have extreme personalities. As an example, people who are, just the gossip people. People are constantly gossiping about everyone else's misfortune, and they seem to derive a tremendous amount of pleasure. And I have to say, what is that saying about you as well? I understand that you're being nice. I've been there. Trying to be kind, trying to lend an ear, and yet, again, they're just that kind of energy. Do you really want that around you? So I would say definitely consider cutting that person off from, consistent conversation, Instead of them having come around your desk every day, maybe you taper it down to a day or 2 out of the week and then just start to cut them off even further because, that never lends to anything. And at some point you're going to be their point of conversation with other people, and just, that's never a good thing. So, the temperamental is my next one. I absolutely, I seem to attract a lot of those people early on in my career, and they just seem to be sort of a bomb going off on a consistent basis. There's something chaotic happening in their life consistently. And it just seems that, and then they involve everyone else in their problems too. So that seems to be their theme. And somebody mentioned the other day to me this. They said, those types of people are like, they use you like an emotional toilet. And I thought, oh, I don't want to be somebody else's toilet. I don't know about you, but I certainly don't want to be anyone else's toilet. And the chaos that enthralls them, whatever it is that's going on in their lives, it's just always chaos. So I would say, distance yourself from that person, gain some more of that inner peace, a little bit more of your time to do your work, and a happier you. So the other type of personality I wanted to talk to you about is the victim. So the victim is Oh my, one of my all-time favorites because they seem to be, at first they come around your desk and they're asking for advice or they're asking for your opinion about things. And of course, I'm always happy to lend an ear. I'm always happy to give suggestions. Let's go to lunch. Maybe you'll feel better. But that never ever gets better. They never actually get better. And they're still stuck in the same pattern of being a victim because whatever drama is going on in their lives. And again, you're picking up these vibes, and that, if one of your goals is to be a healthier you in the new year, this person is not going to be adding to that. So my fourth type of personality is the people who are very self-absorbed, sort of a narcissist. They're just so wonderful when you meet them, and charming, and just a lot of fun to be with, and they sort of manipulate you and kind of get you into their grips, and next thing you know, you're really serving them, and you're uplifting them and supporting them in whatever it is that they're doing, and there's not that exchange. You're not getting anything from that relationship, in other words. So got to get rid of that person. And so the last personality I'd like to talk to you about is, the person who is really envious. Now, I remember when I started my recruitment career, there was a certain person that was asking me constantly about my salary. Oh, how lucky you are to have this position. All kinds of details. And I was, as they say, very green, very new in the industry. I was didn't know much of anything. But, these people are always measuring themselves up against everyone else. They're always going to be unhappy because of that. The grass is always greener on the other side. And ultimately, that never leads to any, self-fulfillment, any self-satisfaction within themselves. And that's never a good thing, just focus on yourself and becoming a better person is just, I'm my greatest adversary, I have to say. In recruitment, they're always pitting each recruiter against the other, and I honestly never participated in that. I acted like I did, but that was never my thing, because I truly believe and know that my greatest adversary is myself. My worst critic is myself, and I just don't need that extra drama going on in my life and detracting from my focus and detracting from the things I could be bringing to the table once that focus is gone. So just wanted to give you a little bit of food for thought in terms of New Year's resolutions, and in this case, maybe losing some of that baggage, being more emotionally intelligent at work so that you are more successful. And I do wish you the very best of luck in the next year in your career. I'm always happy to help you with any career coaching, any career advice that you may need. I do have a link in the description box below, as I've already done that for several people, and will continue to do that as I grow my business, and I would love to make you part of that. With that said, I appreciate you watching, subscribing, and sharing. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so, as I am here to provide as much information, not only about the recruitment side of things, but also about getting hired. With that said, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I do wish you the very best of luck. Take care.